Hey, what's up, Wolfsbane? How you doing? Well, I hope everything goes okay for you as well at work. Hell yeah, this soundtrack's legendary. Be getting started here in just a minute. Alright, welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to our continuing Let's Play of Caribbean Legend. Y'all are having a fantastic day so far. If you haven't already, make sure to get yourself some water to drink. Stay hydrated, everyone. Alright, so before we jump into the stream, we're going to go over the comment section on yesterday's video first. And I'll check in on chat before we get going. Mengi with his comments, oh, how you love butchering names. Yes, I will butcher every name I can, because I am terrible with names. Goat Cheese says, I would like to watch Caribbean Legend Age of Pirates soon, but I would like more content for this game as well in the future. Appreciate you asking for the feedback. Yeah, the whole reason I was asking is, it's more so to know which to prioritize. With the sudden release of Age of Pirates, I'm probably going to cover both games for a little while, but it's just a matter of which one I prioritize, which one gets, like, more time on the channel every week. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm working on figuring that out with you guys' feedback. Francis here said, after Teosol, you still have the epilogue quests, and Hero of the Nation consists of 12 quests. And I think if you visit Dodson while sailing on the Fortune, there's a quest with him too. Okay. I know previously, I think maybe Wolfsbane mentioned, like, visiting Dodson after I captured the Fortune, but I guess you have to be captaining the Fortune for that quest to proc. So we'll try and remember to do that in a little bit here, after we finish the main quest. And then Talkie Hotkey's got a long one here. Saying, thank you, brother, for your great effort and work. I like all your videos about Caribbean Legend. If I may share my opinion here, please, of course. I will not start with Caribbean Legend Age of Pirates yet, because we all know there'll still be a few updates before the game will be, let's say, ready to play. The same as with the Caribbean Legend. Even after already 1 year after release, they're still fixing many bugs which still exist. I didn't really come across many bugs that still exist throughout my entire playthrough. Typically, the only bugs we came across were because I occasionally play on, like, beta branches of the game. with 1.6 and 1.7, and we'd come across issues there, which would be fixed rather quickly for the most part. Yeah. And he's personally disappointed with Caribbean Legend, finds Sea Dogs to each his own much better. The worst part, this should be sea games, sailing on the sea and stuff like this, but direct sail and direct encounters do not work anymore. And into each his own, this was possible. Into each his own, you could sail from island to island not using global map, and best part was you can regularly meet another ship on sea without using global map. Everyone who plays a little bit of the game knows the sailing on sea not using global map can save a lot of time and make game much more interesting. Well, I mean, save in-game time, but not save personal time. But yeah, don't understand the logic of the devs. In Teach His Own, they managed to make the game where you can sail on sea normally, and now new remake version, which should be better, is actually worse. I mean, in that regards, it's to personal taste more so. They made it more accessible to a wider audience base with the changes, I feel. But I totally know what you mean with like sailing on to islands, really cool, but then you come across technical and graphical restraints in that regards. There's a reason why in like older video games you could, travel great distances without load screens, but it's because the graphics were extremely simple and didn't take up much memory. As graphics have improved over time, its unfortunate side effect is that it's limited the amount of space that you can explore within a single loaded zone without it putting a burden on your system. So in order to make things playable to a larger audience, they have to restrict it down to smaller zones, so that even people with older systems can still enjoy the game. But yeah, it's if a technical reason for there is also just a wider audience appeal as well. No matter what you decide, you will decide surely good, and will be cool to watch your videos. I appreciate it, man. Alright, let's hop on here with chat. Alright, what's up, Mangy? Oh shit, I completely forgot that it's stream time and just tuned in to see some comments. That's funny. Renault, the Butcher of the Caribbean. Well, Butcher of Names, yes. God, I forgot we didn't do Hero of Nation. Yeah, we haven't yet. Apparently it's 12 quests long. And yes, we still have Dodson's quest. Probably we should do it after finishing Fight with Brother. Yeah. If that's just a single quest, then we can go do that once we're done the main quest. Before I try and tackle Hero of Nation. Don't forget Regatta. God, not Regatta. Sincerely hate Regatta. What's Regatta? Oh god. You should definitely try out To Each His Own someday. I do not believe in a million years that someone will consider To Each His Own better. Caribbean Legend is literally better in every way imaginable. The only thing in which To Each His Own is better is more hardcore. Oh yeah. Even if, I wanna, I know you guys have helped with explaining some of, the interwoven storylines from each of the games and stuff in the past. But I definitely want to understand it better. So if there is a time where I can go back to some of the specific games in order to get more of the story, I probably will do that in the future. It'll probably be after I'm done with Caribbean Legend and Age of Pirates. At this point, I've basically decided that I would prefer to keep my channel about pirate video games. It's something that I've always enjoyed and been passionate about since I was freaking in high school when I first came across pirate RPGs. And the only reason I didn't earlier in life was that there's just been so few of them. over the last like 20 years. But I'll probably start doing like first look videos and trying out a bunch of different ones that I can find online. That there's a lot more of them that have come out recently or that are currently in the process of being developed. So I'm definitely interested in that. But we'll see. That's just kind of what I'm thinking, is to be able to stay with this series, maybe check out some of the older games, and then go on and then add in occasionally like some of the other games online or that are out there. Crazy time restraints and direct sale abuse. Yeah. Basically, from what I understand with the direct sale, like what Caribbean Legend made better is that you're not constantly like just having to constantly just direct sale to each location to make it in time. Otherwise, you don't make the timer. That's the intent of the quest, to sail manually, and it's fun on a speedy lugger. Yeah. Okay, you're talking about the regatta quest, the one where I have. You've watched me try to find a frickin' merchant. It's not abuse, it's the point of the quest. Okay. Alright, well, let's get in here and work on taking out my brother. First, we gotta go to the cemetery here on St. Christopher. Then we will swap DeLuke into our squad for that achievement, gear up our guys for the quest, and ungear them in some ways. So I got Cat on my lap distracting me. I was petting her. By the way, loading now, Age of Pirates. I miss this game so much, meaning original City of Abandoned Ships. Nice. Yeah, I look forward to jumping into it once we've wrapped up the main quests and all the side quests afterwards. Wrong way. This way? Probably look at the map. Yeah, I missed the turn. In the logbook says we're getting near. I'm standing near the cemetery. I'll enter the crypt alone, but my officers will be ready to come to my aid at the first sign of danger. Because I already know shit's up. Wrong building, right? Yeah, wrong one. It's this one, I believe. Yeah. Here we go. What's up, stranger? Finally, we meet. Yeah, this is the not Miguel de Chozo. I could tell because he didn't have the scar. My brother does. Why are they still shooting here? There's the letter. I gotta read the letter first. see me when it's done. I'll give you your reward and further instructions. According to the letter, he's decided to get rid of me in the most dramatic way. It seems I've become quite a thorn in his side. Well, I suppose he won't help me find Teosol. I'll have to do that myself. I should leave this place quickly. I like the change in the dialogues here. Because of having talked to Abraham, you know, your character has realized it's his brother, and so it now switches from Dichozo being about him to about your brother there in the log. By the way, it's also possible to get bad ending because you are late when you start Sochitam quest. The hidden year timer starts, and if you fail to finish Ancient City of Maya quest in that time, the game will basically say, well, we're fucked. Interesting. So they actually put a timer on it, but it's a year? I think you said it's a year timer? I mean, if you're finishing Sochitam and you're spending a year just casually sailing around at that point, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I guess it's another way that the devs kind of trick you, because when you get to this quest, and the game doesn't tell you about it. Yeah. When you get to this quest line, it doesn't have those hard endings, deadlines like previous quests had. Like a lot of them have that deadline. When you get to this, it doesn't. So it gives you more time. It kind of lulls you into that sense of non-urgency, and then they put that timer in there, that hidden timer to, you know, stick one in you if you aren't taking it seriously, I guess. That's pretty funny. Shoot them. Thank you. Shoot them. Thank you. Adequate meat shields. Don't run from me. Guys, get out of my way. Oh, bye, cat. She just decided to sleep on top of the computer for now. Alright. Ambush has been destroyed. Be no rest for him. Must find a way to reach TSL to return my ship and consider my next move, the privacy of my cabin. Some excellent wine there. Wrong way. Where's the turn? Here it is. All right. What's up, guys? Nice. Picked up some pistols in the fight, and now I've traded them. Yeah, that. 40 metal, but what kind? Okay, we got 80 gold nuggets out of it. Nice. I should get in my cabin. Alonso di Maldonado said that there is a path to Teosol which starts north of Yucatan. It means that I should go deep into the selva of the area, but Gino said that teleport statues were originally supposed to move people to Teosol. The mosquito shaman Snake Eye told me the idols were designed to send the Eaten to the place. But why, then, are those portals broken? Besides, the map of 2 manifestations shows an odd circle close to the mosquito statue. What the hell does it mean? Another magic place. Resolve statues. Basically looking for additional dialogue. Alright, ooh. Mind if I do? Alright. So let's do... This is where I can go Snake Eye. Before we do that, let's go ahead and fix our crafted stuff and our tools and all that fun things. So... Alright, so we're already amuleted up. We're good. Let's dump everything else. Because he can technically get there without the mask. So there is a way to go through the jungle to get there. I'm guessing that's how my brother got there. So if you take too long, he'll do it. You're fucked, yeah. Okay. Yeah, keep those on me. Gotta keep the map on me. But I have to keep Lavassier's key. I guess I haven't found the chest for that, have I? I thought I did. But it's not something I can drop still. 4 months, the game will just end. You have to specifically take too long to fail. Yeah, we were discussing that. Map with notes. Black Pearl. So I don't need this mask. I just need the other one, but apparently I can carry both. Can't drop treasure map. I'll bring 5 with me. I think that's roughly how many I used last time. Am I gonna go into any more taverns? No. Grape shot, we're gonna need to keep some with us. If you haven't noticed, so Cheatham Guardian gave you PRE stats. Yes, I did notice. It's useless with Cavalier's hat. What else would you recommend in its place? Because either way, the effects stack, right? Alright, I don't need to bring all of these with me. Yeah, we'll drop half my pistol ammo. There we go. I don't know, I honestly don't know now. That's fine. Because I could think of maybe something different to do, but like its effect still has a use. I just don't know what would be better to replace it with. Like, I mean, I could maybe go with what do I have on me now? Yeah, I could do the poison one instead. Poison's utterly useless? Why is it useless? Because I just killed them so fast anyways? It's realistically possible to fail the time raise. If after Crypt's time you decide, well, probably it will be the final, and I couldn't continue playing, so I'll do Hero of Nations right now. Ah, yeah, if people haven't done Heroes of Nation yet. Because it ticks for 1 to 2 damage, you hit for 4 to... Yeah. I've realized that at this point, the damage is way too high. Yeah, I don't really know what would be a better item to have on me. Maybe like a health item? Like Wonderworks or... Not that one. What is this one? Crew damage for musket volley? No. What am I thinking of? It's one that I've given a few people now. I probably don't have any more because I think I've already assigned them. Madonna? Speeds up healing 15%. Defense, so I could go like, what, shield? I don't know, what kind of armor do I run? Cloth, leather armor? No, it's plate, so wouldn't help that. Just the crit damage reduction. Brawl. Could reduce firearm damage. Make me less likely to die in that one fight that I suck at where they have the line of musket guys in the tomb that all shoot at me. I don't know if it'll actually save me, but it might help. Better than nothing, I guess. Alright, defense item. Alright, and then we gotta clean out any extra items from their inventories. Tommy's not even going with us. Why am I clearing out his? Welcome back, Deluke. Alright. Not what I meant to do. What does he even have for a weapon? He's got the pistol. The trombone pistol and the horseman's axe still. Gotta be something better I've got at this point. Horseman's axe. Heavy attack, 55 to 53, 112. Well, even among these, I could probably find better. 78. It looks like a pretty good roll on it. Yeah, I don't have any better horseman's axes. That's funny. heavy. Nope. There we go. A crazy idea for a hidden ending in this game. Might try the Highland backsword. Be long curved. This one could be better. Seconds. So Howda would be better for him. Alright. Let's see what will actually work better. I put them on me, didn't I? Exchange. And in this ending, Charles will be reborn as a better person. Interesting. Alright. This weapon. Oh, because it's double barrel. Let me see what we can do with this perks. He's got a lot of perks we haven't assigned. Just gotta get to at least double barrel. I think that will give him that. Now when it comes to weapon, which one am I looking at? Be the previous one. Crazy idea for an ending, hidden ending. Hibernation is around a year long. Alright, so for weapons, 65 to 109. That one's a little bit better. What's better with skill perks, though? Heavy long curved or heavy long straight? That sometimes that happens. I don't know why. But occasionally comments just don't show up. I think it's because I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that I'm viewing it through OBS. Let me open up the stream. I think sometimes just certain things it blocks. Yeah, no, it just doesn't even show up. That's so annoying. Curved is better for heavy if you level soldier tree fully. Okay. You go ahead and turn that off. That'll eat up bandwidth. All right. So we want to do Thanatos. Could be the better weapon here then. And then I can look for... There we go. So that should also allow him to equip the Howdah for a better pistol. Definitely want to upgrade his... Actually, we're taking the armor off anyways. I guess that doesn't matter. So you said to drop their armor. So now we just gotta empty their inventories, make sure they've all got potions for that starting fight, and then I should be good. And make sure to amulet them up too. And he was almost out of ammo. Forgot, because he has the one item. Or he doesn't even have it right now, huh? Did I not fix it? Take double HOTS? Take double shots? Are you talking about the ammo type? Yes, ammo? Okay. Let me look into the crafting that. I'm just trying to find what happened to Longway's that shooter item sash thing. Oh, I still got a bunch of stuff to do afterwards, right? But yeah, I'm going to. I'll craft some. There it is. Musketeer powder flask. It is in the stash right now. All right. Got that for him. Be in my inventory now, right? Just trying to do. Alright, so he's got that. If you would have 100 reputation with Indians and got real mass, Charles will go the hell with civilization and colonization. Let's go help Indians and gives real mass to brother. That would be an interesting alternate ending. Although I don't know where you say it, it would be, what is it? He'll be reborn as a better person? Alright, let's do some crafting. Want some more mixtures. Let me look into the crafting for them, because I know it needs something else. So I need excellent wine and elixirs. There was something else I need more of. Antidotes, but I don't actually need more. Just gonna make what I can. It'll be enough. We'll get rid of the rest of the stuff. Yeah, it's more than enough. Take 20 at tops. Okay. Now for ammo. So me and Zaluk and... So Longway's using a normal quad barrel rifle, so he'll need double shots of that. She's using normal ammo as well, and then me and Zaluk are using the other ammo. And I've got my other ammo for the revolver as well. Alright, so I just gotta make like 40 of each of the double shots. Should be plenty. We got double grape shots. Oof. Need a lot of those because it's 7 per item. I don't know how many it actually needs then. Let's grab a bunch. And 80 gunpowder, 80 grape shot to make that. We'll see if that makes 40. Or at least 40. Yeah, so we got 40 double grape shots. My normal grape shot away, and I will split this with Diluc. Or I'll give him like 10. Okay. And we'll do the same thing here. Okay. You get 10. I gotta tell them to load the different type of ammo, right?
You promised to tell me something very important.
Okay.
No need to shout. Longway hears Captain loud and clear, and he doesn't forget.
There we go. No, I did not. Should I? Does that help, I'm assuming? I don't even know where the pelt is. I haven't thought about it in so long. Where would it be? I don't see it. I could be blind, though. Use pelt just for fun? Okay. If I can find it. Maybe it's one of the items I put somewhere else. It's an adder stone in that chest for some reason. Choose ammo via items menu in interface. Choose their inventory. Find ammo here and click load, as you do in the main character. You're talking about, like, if I go here, I can click load instead of just doing dialogue. Belt is around the maps. Okay. Ah, there it is. What armory is this? This is madness. It's called I Don't Organize. So what is this equipped into? Oh, instead of taking this, I could do the pelts? Interesting. That lasts 2 days, so I'm not going to equip it until I actually get there then, or just before. If I remember to. Alright. Last thing to do is amulet up these guys. I don't know why you collect those machetes and stuff. I got rid of them once, and you were like, why did you get rid of all your stuff? So I've just been hoarding them since then. I don't mind going back to selling all these junk swords. Souvenirs of the fallen traits of a serial killer. I cleaned out the inventory once, and then somebody got angry at me for getting rid of them. Yeah, that's what I did before. I got rid of all the duplicates and cheap blades, and I specifically, like, held on to, like, I went like, oh, out of all the hangman, this one is particularly high weight and has a higher damage value because of it. Let me hold on to that last hangman, get rid of all the rest, just in case, like, just so I can have one. But that's what I did previously. And you're like, why did you get rid of all your stuff? Anywho. Alright, amulets for these guys. Sure, works for you. He's not a shooter, so we don't need those. Ritual knife, crit damage, yep, we can do that on him. He's heavy weapon and axe, right? Heavy weapons, yep. Cool. These are sorted. I know they don't have weight on ship. I didn't sell any quality unique things. I intentionally kept the quality unique swords and sold everything else. Like, anything that had, like, unique in the title or were, like, higher damage weapons. Like, I got rid of all the tomahawks and the other stuff. Like even this one that's superior, I've got, like, 6 copies of it. I don't need 6. So I got rid of a bunch before. I did? I don't think I did, but... Game might surprise us with army mustering DLC. There was only that one time where the game was like, you gotta have, like, stuff, but it wasn't even swords. They just pulled weapons from your ship weapons. Alright, and then Helen, what do you get? No, it's fine. Alright. Alright, let's go do this quest. And before a black mark drops a DLC, where you supply a whole division, then he'll get the last left. You know what? Let me just DM the devs real quick. and ask them, hey, can you add a DLC in the next update? You know, add a quest where you have to have 100 machetes. Alright. So, crew is all fixed up, ready to go. The only thing I gotta do is switch on the pelts when we get to the end game. Let's go. Visit Snake Eye. Yeah, go down to Bluewell area. Actually, no, we go to Ematique Cove. Duh. You know what I'll say, Mangy? I'll say I'll sell them when I need the money. Only because we both know I'll never need the money.
You're just who we need, buddy.
Oh no, bounty hunters. Hey, don't hit Diluc like that. He doesn't know how to fight anymore. It's been a while for him. Okay, buddy? No, I shouldn't grab it. You'll never need the money, or perhaps you will. There we go. Mangy, you DM the devs and tell them to add a DLC that requires way more money so that I end up having to sell the swords to be able to pay. Like hell you will for the achievement. What's the achievement? Is there a money amount achievement? I have to go look at it first.
No need to shout. Long
off.
way here.
Guys, get away from this
Captain loud and
statue.
clear. And he doesn't forget.
I'll look at it real quick. I'm on Helen. I guess I can't yet. Gotta go talk to him first. You are far away from a goal, actually. What's the goal? I'm not kidding. I can work on it. Alright, which house Snake Eye in? Probably this one. There he is. Leave the game with 50 mil? Okay. I could get there. Just let me put on my lucky hat and go hunt some treasure chests for about a year.
The straight path is not always the shortest, my pale-faced brother.
That's what I'll do in Caribbean Legend when I go play Age of Pirates. I'll work on the 50 mil goal on the side. Alright. Already read this dialogue. Let's make sure there's nothing I haven't missed. It's different. America. Snake Eyes. The map, yep. It's the map. Here's where I gotta wait like 1 day, and then I gotta wait like 3 days. Give me until tomorrow morning. Yeah. Nah, fuck treasures. I know, there's a faster way. I was joking. And more reliable.
The straight path is not always the shortest.
Talk about just trading.
My pale-faced brother.
Get on that trade route and just Keep running back and forth between settlements to trade. Get my whole fleet together, have all 4 ships convoying stuff. Here's where we give them the shards. Just the Brotherhood we're using as voting items for some reason. Because Svensson decided to do it for fun.
The straight path is not always.
Alright. This is where I gotta give him, what, 3 days? Why doesn't that update? Exactly. Oh, I know. Buy whole colonies worth of stuff and sell in Williamstead. I'll take it all and just sell it all. It'll still take a while doing it that way, though. Now I'm curious, do I still actually have to physically give them each a Comanche potion? I'm gonna do it anyways, because I know it works that way, but... There we go. Game works in mysterious ways. Yes, it does. Did I go too far? Or not far enough? Not far enough. Alright. You never once use bankers in this game? Yeah, I know. Unless I'm in it for long term, it's not a very profitable way of making. What the hell? Why am I confused here? It's this way. They used to be busted so much that they nerfed them in 1.6, they had 3 times less profit. Failed banks are only when you're rock bottom failed quest. Huh. Interesting. First you have to give it to him, else so you gotta drink it. Oh. I've been reading chat so much, I got myself all turned around in the jungle. There's the spot. I find the exact spot to stand to do the action. Alright. Alright, my closest allies will come with me. Alright, you coming, Diluc? I have a serious request for you, a real deal. Suicidal, but damn profitable. I need a loyal man for a quest to an ancient Indian city. You with me? Not taking loans from banks. He's talking about investing in them. Except the payoff sucks. You have to leave them there for you have to leave money there for a long time for it to make any money. Apparently they used to be good though. That's cool. Because I think I tried them out in like 1.6. I tried like leaving doubloons and leaving pesos, and it was not making me like much of anything. So I was like, this ain't worth it. Damn it, Cap. I thought you'd get rid of me at the first chance you got, but you surprised me as always. Of course I'm with you. Thanks for giving this idiot the real life of a sea wolf. Achievement. Take your very first officer on the suicide mission.
No need to shout. Long way hears Captain loud and clear, and he doesn't forget.
You promised to tell me something very important.
Okay, so yeah, it's only logbook entries for the 3 that you're supposed to take with you, and then with him being added, you get the achievement. Okay. Alright, now get over here, guys. We gotta wait till the appointed hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on my pelt now. Since we ain't gonna be 2 days anymore. Here we go. Banks are still hell profitable. They're just not as broken as they used to be. What's the percentage on getting them to be half decent? Max income was 6%, usually into the game with 300 mil, just because at some point you get bored of the infinite money glitch. Okay.
Beware of midnight when the shadows of the Jaguar warriors go out to hunt.
Interesting. So in pesos, it's decent investment, is what you're saying. Alright. So after I finish the game, I'll just throw all my money in a bank and just rest for a couple months, and bam, I'll hit the 50 mil. Why do you focus on percentage? You have to focus on volume. You're a great warrior, paleface. We bring your blood to the gods. You die with dignity. Because early game, you don't have volume. So I was going off of the return early game. And thinking it wasn't that great. won't see any different dialogue here until probably we get into the pyramid, where I acknowledge my brother. They saw a fierce battle. He's son of Connect. Okay. Orange text describes person in one word. Talking about in the dialogue, like friend, noble, kin, and ear. They failed in here, spoiling it. A few dialogues before it is actually revealed. Really? Interesting. Oh yeah, I noticed it right away when they mentioned it in the dialogue, but I was talking about like the friend, noble, kin, and ear thing. I'm just trying to understand that. That's what I meant, really. There is a slight delay on the stream. Please keep in mind. 30 seconds before it actually took place.
I thought you might come
Actually
by,
saying
traveler.
cool. Oh, yeah. Where it's saying, you're talking about underneath his name. Yeah. Before you actually read it in the dialogue, they put it up there by his name on him prior to you being able to read the dialogue, is what you're talking about here. That would be a nice touch of detail if they could adjust that, like get it off of this first talking part, and then put it in after he says it in the dialogue, but I don't know if they can specify it that much. But look, he's got the scar. For some reason, I'm not surprised. As Miguel de Chozo returned to Teosol, a heap of treasure. Yes, I've been seeking a meeting with you, dear brother. I was simply dying to look into your shameless eyes. On top of that, your attempt to assassinate me at the graveyard crypt was the icing on the cake. But first, tell me, how should I address you? These names are no longer important. It's all in the past. Yeah, nothing new there. And then here's where, in the actual dialogue, Kakul can? So not really anything different here. Here's where we learned about his mother. How he's only my half-brother. The ends where you say, I have the mask. I noticed him say something like, this is really sad. I feel sorry for you. I guess now he won't say it. Yeah, I would assume so. Just checking to see if any other dialogue gets changed by the different endings. Fell on the battlefields of Europe. Yep. Where you got the lucky title. Sold the Spanish military frigate, the pirate Dodson. It's a Cheatham. I had to play it smart. Ship with the item aboard would be doomed, so you left TSL on your own. And Capt'n, when you escaped, you were my plan all along.
Our life and our death. And a lot of your race, white man, is no different.
Can't change what is predetermined by fate. I will not allow you to damage my artifact. I can feel it. It's with you. You are here in my temple within my full power. You will never leave this place. It's time for your final test to your brother to see what you are worth in a battle against Kukulkan. That might have been different. Maybe. Nope, it didn't proc my elf. Oh, there it is. Nope. Yeah, this is the one fight that I suck with. I should make use of my pistol here. Ow. Never mind. Holy crap, they killed me here. Well, that's what I was saying. I'm gonna make use of it once I can shoot the musketeers. So I forgot how to aim manually again? No, I haven't. Yeah, go run away, brother. You said that literally as I was aiming manually to shoot the musketeers. Pistol loaded. Build up. Down. Play that. Save. Now we go. Bye-bye. better run, brother. Probably shouldn't be running at fast speed while trying to do that. Conquistador. There we go. Apparently I am the butcher now. Slayed 250 Indians. Oh, they're coming up behind me, that's right. So weird to have only 3 of them come at me here. Saved. I'm gonna go up here. How'd that miss? It seems your powers are leaving you, Great Kukulkan. You may be strong, but your body is still mortal. This battle is not over yet, mortal. This is different. You are clearly exhausted, and I have reinforcements on the way. Or surrender my artifact. Either that, I shall take it from your corpse. It makes no difference to me. Oh, there we go. Urkon, I order you to kill this man at once. Urkon, didn't you hear me? I repeat, I order you and your warriors to capture and kill this man. Urkon, what the hell? Anek, repeat my orders to your bloody son. Urkon, you heard what our lord said. Surrender now. When great ones battle each other, it's better for us simple mortals to stand aside and watch from a distance, father. What? Come to your senses, son. This man is Kukulkan's brother and a great warrior. I see the embodiment of Kavil himself in him. No one but him could withstand a god like that. No dawdling in a duel of gods, father. And if you bring offerings to Kukulkan, my warriors will give their blood to Kavil. Are you in your right mind, Urkon? For many years, I, named after Urkon, have successfully protected our lands in Kavil's name from the invasion of outlanders. Hundreds of them have fallen under our clubs, and none have left Teasol. But never in my life have I seen a warrior so strong and swift as this paleface. He is able to defeat Kukulkan. Then he is the embodiment of the spirit of Kavil himself. You betray your people, Urkon. You have failed in the face of such momentous transformations. Warriors, I order you to capture and put to death not only this man who calls himself my brother, but Urkon the traitor as well. Warriors, in the name of Kavil and Urkon, I order to stand as you are. If you value your life, no one, not one of you, would survive a fight against Kavil. Let the gods themselves decide who among them is the strongest on Earth. This day just keeps getting better and better. You didn't expect things to turn out this way, did you, brother? The gods must decide for themselves who among them is truly the strongest, and everyone will get what they deserve. Sum circe, to each his own.
Die!
Bye-bye. Wait, why did the dad, like, collapse there, too? Oh. More purple smoke. Complete the story. Next time, try a different build in higher difficulty. You'll not complain that there's only 3 of them coming. Yes, I do plan on that. And I know it's because I have the group attack with medium weapons that makes it easier. It has come true. When I saw how you fought Kukulkan, I knew you were Kavil himself. You have come to Teasal to save the Itza people from death because of my father and Kukulkan. My father, the great priest Kanek, has doomed the Itza people in the name of the long-dead Maya ancestors. Because his dad joined the fight? Ah. And he scriptly dies. You can kill him separately. You should have killed Kanek too, but since you dealt with the brother much faster, he just got a heart attack. I think that it is kind of a bug here. I think he's supposed to have at least 2k HP here. I was going to say, I didn't expect to kill him in a single attack there at the end, single combo. This come true. When I saw how you fought Kukulkan, I knew you were Kavil himself. You have come to Teasal to save the Itza people from death because of my father and Kukulkan. My father, the great priest Kanek, has doomed the Itza people in the name of the long-dead Maya ancestors. I am the war chief, Urakan, who has protected the Itza people for many years. Not a single paleface has left Teasal alive. My warriors and I have made sure the Itza people remain protected and alive for many, many years to come. I do not want to sacrifice all my people. I knew that, Urakan, and I asked you to help me on the bridge. Nothing hides from the eyes of the great Kavil. Forgive Urakan for not understanding who you truly are. Don't worry about it, Chief. I've defeated the mortal embodiments of Kukulkan, but we have another important task ahead, to close the gates to the past. This unnatural hole in time must be sealed. Will you help me? By the way, it started as pure blood and I'm assuming you meant to say my god. The update cutscenes from 2007 and made some new ones. Ooh, that sounds exciting. What can Urakan help you with, O Kavil? You sent Salcha to the Guardian of Truth to search for Sochitam and the Mask of Kukulkan. So, you know that it can be used to close the gates of time. Did your father tell you about that? Father does not speak. I study the writings in the Temple of Knowledge and Wisdom, but much is unclear to Urakan. Maybe Kavil can understand. What exactly did you find out? I have learned it by heart. The writing proclaims, when the sun rises against the rain, and fire stands between them in a triangle, strike Tohil's leg against leg, and incinerate the mask of Kukulkan on the altar of time, and seal the Itzamna gates of time until the end of days. What? Yes. Jesus, show me the gates. They are located in the Kukulkan temple, but the door there is locked. Only my father can lock and unlock it. When he opens the door to the Kukulkan temple, he says, the sun comes and goes, water falls and subsides, fire ignites and fades, war and peace interchange, but only heaven is forever. Above time, there is only heaven. Interesting. Let's remember that and see what we can do. Sun comes and goes, water falls and subsides. Fire ignites and fades, war and peace interchange. Only heaven is forever, above time there's only heaven. I stay here, down below near the altar of time. I have seen every pyramid and building in Teasal from the inside. Find the keys, I stay here. If I have any important questions, I'll definitely come to you. Man, his English is not good. Tohil is a god of thunder. Zama is a goddess of trade? Not mistaken? Interesting. My brother, also known as Dechozo, is Kukulkan. My mind is barely holding together. I have been helping Kukulkan to destroy our reality. Impossible. Yeah, I managed to set things right and survived the battle with my brother and his minions. Urukhan has joined my side. He believes I am the incarnation of Kavil, another of their gods. Poor Indians. Now I must destroy the time portal to prevent anyone from reaching the past. Urukhan doesn't know how to seal it, but he read me some of their writings. So, in other words, he's god of thunder, so lightning shall strike the ground and burn the mask on the altar, closing the gates forever. I need to ponder this. Additionally, Urukhan mentions that the portal is sealed. Kanek himself opened it, reciting this phrase, another riddle from the Indians. Let's start by looting Kanek's body. There's the stone key. So we gotta backtrack or we go through here? Okay. Save. Now that's supposed to be in Kukulkan's temple, right? Big temple. Oh, the treasury's still closed. That's all the big temple. They said it was in Kanek's. Which one is Kanek's? I have no idea. We'll have to run around and check. Temple Kukulkan. Here we go. I think I have to go through the front, though. Or is this where we destroy the mask eventually? There we go. Cerny was carrying it for a reason. Anything to do with what's down here?
Our selva is full of secrets and dangerous for outsiders. It has swallowed many of them.
The door to the
without
treasures of
trace.
Teosol. There lie the rich. It's Indians. Only my father can open and close the door from inside. No one dares to enter the treasure chamber without him, not even I. I had your father open the entrance. My father says any riches have two sides. Only he who knows those two sides may enter the treasures of Teosol. What it means, I do not know. Maybe Kavil can guess. We'll figure this one out too. I still gotta figure out what his key was for. Simple room. Loot inside the pyramid first. Talking about the big one. Lud connects body, and I don't know how to enter the other one yet. Yeah, I'm not expecting you to tell me everything. That's why I'm trying to figure stuff out by looking around. There's something else in here then? Ah, okay. That just opens this chest. Nothing unique in here. Maybe there's other chests. Yeah. Okay. Ancient tablet, stone tablet of Zamna, Mayan god of the sky. So maybe I have to go to Izama's temple first. Top is empty. Is there anywhere to enter lower down in this temple? No. Down there. Those are all empty in the top. This one. Toe Hill. Mentioned something about that one. We do have that tablet now. Can that be placed here? Yeah. Ancient tablet, entering the logbook. Turns out Temple of Kukulkan opens when ancient tablets of its Zamna are placed in a special recess behind the temple. That explains connects words about the sky being stronger than time. It said heaven, not the sky, but whatever. I should see this portal of time for myself. Ancient tablet. Stone tablet of Tahil, Mayan god of fire and thunderstorms. Okay. I almost ended the game. Or save then. By sending myself back in time? Interesting. Where's Toe Hill? I think his was over this way. If you touch it, it's GG. Huh. I don't think you can. I was gonna say, just for hell of it, yeah, you can't interact with it. I tried. He's just shitting with us. Alright. Plot-wise, that's how it's supposed to work. Uh-huh, sure. So is it gonna be something where I gotta take Toe Hills to Toe Hills tablet? So I don't know about another... It's chalk. No, wait. The sun rises against the rain, and fire between them is held in a triangle. Ground and burn mask on the altar. Is there an altar where I can place this tablet? Not yet. Still thinking. So I was able to place the tablet here. That doesn't seem to update anything. Is there another... I'll ask this. Is there another tablet somewhere that I need to find? Because I was able to locate this tablet and place it here, but then nothing's updated from here. There is another tablet? Okay. 2 or 3 more? Damn. Let me look at this puzzle. Okay, so there's more I have to place near the entrances. So I just need to figure out how to find the other tablets. I don't know what I'm looking for. Gotta look all around these temples. I haven't actually checked outside of the temples yet. We had the bridge where we came in. We've got all these temples here. Basically in a walled city. On either side there's water. The only exception is like this area here. Oh, the hell. already. Not ready for that. Alright. Assuming this is here for a reason. That's a dead end. It's literally an underground maze, huh? Oh, this is gonna be fun. I can already tell. Because I forget to hit F9. So right. Right. Maybe left then? Nope. Going around the outside, I guess. Crap, that wasn't it. Is this the way out? Is the bubbles? Nope. Juked me. Ugh. That was close. Ancient tablet, stone tablet of Chak, Mayan god of water and rain. Okay. Hence the water part. Ah, interesting. I wonder how you get to this part of the temple. It's behind that area? Ah, okay. There's the statue. The tablet, main tablet there. Wish me luck. Did I already fuck up? Yep. Too soon. Be okay though. Okay, so this one should bring me to go in here, I'm guessing. No? Over here? Or is it over there up top? No, there we go. There's that one. So I'm guessing we're looking for like some kind of fire one then. Guess based on the layout, it's probably on this side. Just had to make their mazes, huh? Hopefully they're the same layout. That might be too convenient. myself the same spot. It's this way. Alright. How is this one already open? This could be fire tablet, right? Or something related to that? Stone tablet, oh, Mayan god of war. Okay, war and peace. That's what this one's about. So... not this one. Still can't get... That one went there, but this one's not going in here. Going to a different spot. That's where the water is. Yeah, I'm trying to place the third one. The other one's another place. I thought you said it was like triangle. But I'm missing the third plate piece? Then what's this other one for? So the third piece is a different tablet. Alright. For another place, duh. Yeah, I'll try and figure out what that place is. There we go. Couple of canal. Alright, so what did this one do for me? Tablet placed into this temple. I know, I'm just thinking of where else I could go to find one more. There's nothing else back here, is there, behind all the temples? Give me a minute. Let me go through each of the temples again, see if I can figure it out. Temple of Chalk. This was Kukulkan, which we had unlocked, gone into. That. So pretty much all of these are empty inside until you have a tablet for them. What temple is this again? That's the Temple of Tohil. Alright, give me a clue. What might I be missing for the last one? I like these little seal like statues. At least that's what they look like to me. It's in one of the 6 mini temples. So it's in one of them at the top, somewhere hidden. You say inside, you mean up here, right? Inside. How do I get inside these? Better than at the top. That's why I was asking inside these like top rooms. Yes, behind the door at the top. That's what That's what I asked at the top, and you're like, no, inside. Like, yeah, inside. In these rooms. So one of them has it inside it somewhere. Alright, I'll keep looking. No. What I meant is when you're outside the pyramid, the rooms that you can access are at the top of the pyramid. Because the only other two, there was the ones where you had to like go through underwater to get into the big pyramid in these separate rooms. So I was saying at the top of the pyramids where these rooms are. That's what I was asking. I fully got around that. to a conclusion. I mean, yeah, that's personal opinion. Ah, here we go. It was nicely hidden in the corner. I thought we had already gotten to Hills. I guess not. Okay. It's still not the right place. It's not the final one. Which one is this, then? Ekuhon. Okay, mine got a trade. So I was in the wrong place, that's why. Gotta figure out which one's Ekuhon. Damas. Ekuhon. Treasury will be where the last one is, huh? My pack mules when I need them. Damn, that's a lot of mixtures. Oh, there's the tablet. Just a random arquebus in this chest. Alright, so I'm guessing the idea is to load up them with as much stuff as I can, my companions. Load my stuff up, bring it to them, load them up. Do the treasures till later. Yes, I understand. I know. That's why I'm not grabbing them. I'm gonna load up all the gems and stuff first, and then if I have them, I've got to take treasures, but yeah. carry weight one, right? Next one, adventure, is also carry weight. Okay. When I go back out, I'll do the additional one when I continue loading them up. Them, it's carry weight. Okay. I'm thinking I'd take antidotes because I can use them to make more elixirs without having to get more vials to do it. But we'll see. I'll leave that as like a last item to grab because it can help me make more mixtures if I need them. Although I probably won't after I have 1,000 of them, will I? We'll see. Yeah, true. Alright. Let's see here. So for them... it's 2 down for carry weight. So I need 3 more skill points to reach it, so he can do it. Yeah, I'm going back in. Hi, Cat. Welcome back. Check it against what else we have to grab still. So I'm gonna dump some other stuff that's in my inventory right now. Let's drop one potion. Drop these antidotes then. See what else we can grab then. There's gold nuggets, there's silver nuggets, gold and silver. The only stuff left is gold, silver, and treasure, as far as I can tell. Let me double check. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Treasure. Yeah, I noticed I didn't even end up using the musket because the pistol just one-shot everything with the pelt on. Well, yeah, now I know that. Alright, so yeah, all that's left to grab is silver and gold. And gold, while it weighs more, it is worth, what, twice as much, right? When traded? Why do these treasures not show a weight? Is it because the weight's so high that it doesn't show? It just goes off the scale? Fill up on gold. Is that what's happening here? Yeah, it's because they're 50 pounds each. Yeah, it's 10,000. They need to get rid of the decimal point for this one so it'll show. So gold nuggets over treasures then? Oh, you are loving that scratching on your chin. We can count. You take 100 nuggets or a chest. Yeah. See how much more we can unload on these guys. So treasures are a bit better for value. Okay. I was thinking that might be the case because of the fact that they're worth like 80-something thousand pesos each. What am I doing? Let's just drop the other stuff on them. Still got other things I can dump. She's still got nuggets on her. Alright. Drop the gold nuggets, load up on chests, finish loading up to Luke, and then we'll be all set. Go with this bigger chest. What amulet would be best is the one that gives you extra carry weight. Thinking of it now. This boot talisman, which removes move penalty by being over encumbered. Yes, carry weight too. I would think carry weight would be the bigger one over the encumbered one. Like, yes, time-wise, that one would probably be better, but like movement-wise, you just speed up time and you quick walk it. You just go, huh. Be that one more treasure I can take. Like, yeah, now we're overweight, but we're not gonna be here for much longer, are we? You walk faster by drawing a blade and placing a block. Can't draw combat in a no combat zone though. Alright. Logbook. Seems I've solved the riddle of the Maya. Now I must place the mask on the altar of time. If I've done everything correctly, something interesting should happen. Is it this altar or is it the one out there? assuming it's this one. We made the triangle. There we go. Oh, there goes the mask. No, my family heirloom. You did it! Oh great Kavil. The people of Itza are now safe. I, Urkhan, son of Kanek, assure you that I will not bring shame upon the honor you have given me. And I will protect Teasal from any invasion by dishonorable palefaces in your name. I can well believe it, Chief. Well, we can celebrate now. We've put a stop to Kukulkan's treacherous plans. They'll never be able to bring about a time revolution again. Glory to the great Kavil. For me and my generation, it is a great honor to have seen two gods in Teasal. We write this history for our children. They will know about the battle of the gods in Teasal. Glory to Kavil. Glory. I need a drink. Man, I wish I could drink. That'd be great. The Kukulkan mask is destroyed, along with all the time portals. I am victorious. My mission is complete and has ended in triumph. Now I can return peacefully to the shore. The Itza will cause me no trouble. I am the incarnation of Kavil to them. How do I return to the shore? It's gotta leave the village, and it'll transport me back to the shore. Bye, guys. Have fun. Alright, let's go pack mules. We got a long walk ahead of us. What's up? No combat zone, shame, yeah. I can go look at the statue. You're saying up in here? I don't know if the carry weight amulet would actually be that helpful. It would maybe let me get one more treasure. That'd be it. If that, I don't even know if it gives me that much. Okay, so the statue has been broken. It's split down the middle. Not quite down the middle, but mostly down the middle. You want to say hi, hon? Hi. This is basically a walk of shame. It's so tedious. It's a greed check is what it is. It's a... You're gonna take your fucking time if you load it up too much on treasures. That's what it is. Alright. Can I pick this plant? Ah! I had room left. Go left all the time. This area is circular. So just stick to the left path, essentially. No. You already walked right. Go back. You meant like immediately turn around? So you're saying like we came from there, go there? Okay. I thought you were just saying to the left of these up there. That's right, that's to the left. I swear you're doing that on purpose. Ooh, a plant. I still have inventory space, I bet. Aha! Oops, something on the tree. Free item. Sorry, on my knee had an itch. I think there's only one way in this zone. Uh-oh. Seriously? What, do I have to take you back to Teosol?
Okay, give me everything you got.
And what settlement would that be, sir? Oh, I'm so slow right now. Belize? Alright, come on, join us on our slow walk through the jungle. Damn, you're too fast. Slow down. You can't walk that fast, let alone run. Bay of Peril. Several days pass. The ship has arrived at the bay. Destroy Kukulkan's mask. Where'd my officers go? For a logbook update, I'm assuming. Compris a missao? Hella qual. So this is the point at which, before 2020, the game basically ended. You had the chance to continue the free play or return to France, which is basically a credit roll. Now this is additional content, so there's no such choice anymore. Can you tell me what the logbook says? So, for stuff they're working on, are they potentially adding even more content in the 1.8 and 2.0 updates to this? They messed up the translation, it seems. Yeah. It's Spanish or Italian. Yeah, it ain't English, I can tell you that much. You can translate the stuff here. That was just funny. That's all that was. Make the screenshot and put it into ChatGPT or something to translate. Anyhow, the main story ends here. This whole story with your arrival to the Caribbean has come to a conclusion. You have some thoughts about it. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'd have to sit here and write stuff down. Usually takes me a while to kind of think things over like that. But I enjoyed the overall story. I mean, you come to the Caribbean, you find your brother in jail. Hey! Leave her alone, stupid cat. You find your brother locked up by, the order. And so you start getting yourself comfortable with the Caribbean. So go out, basically kind of learn how to survive here, come back later. He sends you to Fide to give you a job. From there you kind of sail around, you accumulate wealth, build up your character skills, and advance to higher class ships over time. You do all the island quests, which are pretty fun. Then you go back trying to free your brother. You figure out that they aren't going to let him go that easily. You get yourself tied up with the pirates and temporarily go down a bad path and realize that this isn't where you want your life to go. Clean your act up. Get yourself back on the straight and narrow. And then end up joining with the French and working with the pirate barons still with Svensson and Dodson, going to the city of abandoned ships, and then you finally free your brother. But he gets attacked, he runs off again. But that's because he's doing his own thing the whole time with his whole being Kukulkan and being the two different versions of himself in order to make everything happen. It's definitely interesting. I like the interconnection between all the characters in the story. The world is well thought out and well designed to where it encourages and forces you to kind of travel all over the Caribbean throughout the game in order to get things done. It's not very linear, where it's not like such a straight path where it's just like go here, 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 here. It's like go here, then go do stuff for a while, kind of figure out what you need to do. So it's nice because it's not like you can do a lot of stuff in whatever kind of order you want, other than like the main quest stuff. When you hit certain level caps, you unlock things. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. I don't know what else to say, but it was enjoyable. Let me see here. Now I gotta grab back my excellent map collection. Make sure we don't keep track of those. We got our Cavaliers, keep our lucky hat on us. Some mixtures on us. More than 20 at a time. That one's useful in certain situations. Pearl. Rat health, that's only useful in certain. This one I feel like you got way too late for only an increase in navigation of 15. I feel like this ward should have been earlier in the game, because it's not a huge amount of navigation increase for a ward slot. But you definitely get it pretty late on. The rest are pretty good. This one's definitely better for certain situations, but... Anything else I'm forgetting to put on me? Not really. They need their armor back. He was wearing really shitty armor. Actually, I'm not even going to take him with me. I care. Yeah, you can keep what he has. He doesn't gotta get the treasures and stuff off him, but... I was wondering why that wasn't. That's why in that fight he wasn't shooting as often as I expected. Or doing much damage, I should say. I think he didn't have the bullets on him. Alright. So we've unloaded our inventory, reloaded up our regular stuff. Capt'n issue. Alright, let's get armor on those 3. I'll distribute it to them. She had wicker armor, I know that. He had the mirror plate on long way. Probably Milan. That would be decent on him. Like how you just put it on. Just put it on, good. Alright. And I would have to type that out. Can't do all the symbols and stuff. A shame. Alright, so I know we've got other things to do. Yeah, bring that lady back to Belize. Translate it through a screenshot. No, that was the thing. I'll look into it in a minute. Just want to get this woman back to Belize so I don't forget about her. She said this is where she wanted to go, right? So I gotta
It's
probably
our
take her into the
responsibility to
tavern.
be on guard.
Hello, officer. That's what it translates to. Had to go from being a mere passenger to, without exaggeration, a true sea wolf, and damn me if I don't like it. However, during all this time, I have not written a single word to my father about my wanderings. I think it's time to visit the abbot and send a message to France through him. Okay. Guess we better go send a letter to Dad. I was gonna do it as soon as I was done with the lady in the tavern. Didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Saves me from having to screenshot and then tab out of the game for a minute, looking up how to do it. I'm assuming they're talking about the abbot on Martinique. Bennett? Oh, ship.
I see a pennant.
That's a small boat.
Far away.
Okay, this is the one I've already come across. I think I need to go to Williamstad for this one. Yeah, Williamstad. The one Abbots you had dealing with. The old pal of your father, as your brother said, if you remember. Yeah, I do remember that. Oh, hello. Jean Duggets. Monsieur Demir, what luck. I've been looking for you for months. My dear, I don't buy fake maps, dubious information, or homemade rum, thank you. Or are you a bounty hunter, and how much is my head worth now? Oh, monsieur, I don't deal in junk and I don't kill people. Don't touch your sword, you won't need it. I mean no harm. Everything is much more prosaic. I'm the captain of a courier ship. I deliver mail, and for you I have an important letter. Oh, is it a letter from my dad? An abbot handed it to me and asked me to deliver it to Oh, the abbot gave me sent the letter, maybe? I had already lost all hope of finding you and was about to leave it at the harbor office in St. Pierre. Well, what luck, here you are. Yes, here I am. I'm waiting. Give me the letter. There is one problem. The abbot said that the delivery would be paid by the recipient. You owe 9,200 pesos? For that kind of money, it should have been brought to me in the open sea, right to my cabin, along with my morning coffee. And keep the letter for yourself. Why didn't I go into mail delivery? It's more profitable than piracy. Here's your silver. Why do I keep calling him my dear? Hand over the envelope. Nice doing business with you, Abbot Bennett. Sends his wishes. Farewell. To make a wedding decisions, use a thinking out loud option? What? Happily ever after. Abbot Bennett delivered a letter from my father along with some notarial documents. So my father already learned what happens to my brother from the abbot, and it seems he's had time to come to terms with it. Oh! How did he already have time to come? The mail got sent back to France and came back to here at the same time it took me to wrap things up. I should have written to him myself, and now he's decided to leave the de Montper family to me. Not only making me heir to a meager estate and a respectable family name, but also insisting I marry a suitable girl. What's next? Am I to provide him with grandchildren as well? Oh my god. Fine. Hello, Charles. I do not know whether this letter will reach you or if any of my previous letters have found their way to you. Even if it does, will you remember who writes to you? Still, I must try. I understand that it is no easy thing to trade brushes and paints for a sword. Yes, I forgot. I said I will try not to. Calm down, man. But I never expected that the pen would prove the most difficult of all. Since you left at my request to search for your brother, I have not received a single word from either of you. Over time, I have come to terms with the idea that the family might be destined to fade away. Imagine to my surprise then when I received a letter from an old acquaintance in our colonies in the New World. I have mourned the fates of my poor son, but with all my heart I rejoice at your success. To see you as a naval officer, a captain who has steered his fortune onto the right course, it is surprising as it is joyful for me. Yet I fear I have little time left for congratulations or reproaches. Illness may grant a reprieve, but it will not retreat nor depart entirely. To my son, we must address one last thing, most important matter. With this letter, which I am sending through my old friend, I enclose copies of documents confirming that you are now the family, the heir, and the continuer of our proud family line. I must ask you once more, you must return to the family estate. All the papers are notarized, and your presence is not required to claim the inheritance or the title. So he's saying I must return to the family estate, but all the papers are notarized and your presence is not required to claim the inheritance or the title, but for me to go to God with a peaceful soul, I must know that my family will not vanish after I'm gone. I do not know if you remember the Labringe family, but Bonnie, their youngest daughter, has blossomed and is quite suitable for marriage. Her father and brother have already given their consent, but we must hold a wedding according to proper custom. It is a worthy name, and as dowry, is prepared to offer a small vineyard just a couple miles from our estate. You, Charles, should now understand the meaning of duty and responsibility. A man without such knowledge cannot stand on the bridge of a warship. And now you bear the responsibility of the entire family. From this day forward, you are my last son and my heir. Return to fulfill your filial duty and receive my parental blessing at the altar, that your father may depart this world in peace, full of expectations. The hell? Even if Ani were not as dense as a cork, neither she nor all the vineyards in Gascony could make me give up the love I found here in the New World. I cannot imagine my life without Helen, yet I cannot defy my father's wishes. Spoken in such a commanding tone. It's a letter! The fuck do you mean commanding tone? There's only one way out, to face my esteemed father. Just forget your father. The heir must already be married for love. Read it again from the start. Alright, fine. Abbott has delivered a letter from my father along with some notarial documents. My father already learned what happened to brother from the Bennett itself. I still don't know how. It seems he's had time to come to terms with it. Damn it. I should have written him myself. And now he's decided to leave the family to me, not only making me an heir to the meager estate and respectable family name, but also insisting I marry a suitable girl. What's next? I provide him with grandchildren as well. Alright, where was I? The heir must already be married for love, and by all proper rules. The gold I've earned here should appease my father regarding the lack of a dowry. I'm not sure if Helen has been expecting this, but I intend to offer her my hands and heart. Truth be told, I should have done this long ago. Still, I must consider it carefully before taking action. It's like, this feels like this would have been more of where the ending was, because this suggests that, like, marry Helen, then go back to my family estate with her as my wife, so that to appease my father and be like, here, look, I've already got a wife, Dad. Here's some money. So basically, this is just when we're done, I use this option to sail to the Caribbean, or from the Caribbean and sail back to Europe. Or do I think about a wedding? You and Helen have been together for a long time, and our bond is stronger than any church vow, but I want both of us to remember this moment. Therefore, I need to decide where I am to propose to her. Story, Happily Ever After came out as a DLC in To Each His Own in 2021 only. Interesting. Tuga, a symbol of freedom in our time. The view from the lighthouse to the strait is worthy of any painter's brush. You never use this option unless you want a credit roll. Yeah, I kind of figured. finished and heading back to Europe is the credit roll. This option, return to France, is just end the game. Yeah. I'm surprised that's just a you can pick at any time when you're just done to end the game. If it's not going to give me a hard ending, it's kind of interesting. Islets of Sorrow. But we cannot do this without the solemnity of the church. Everything must be done according to the canons, so that my father would be compelled to accept my choice. So I will need a priest, and I see no one worthy of this role rather than the abbot. He's an old friend of my father's, and it was through him that my adventures in the New World began. I believe he will agree to do me this honor. Well, this can happen without mankind's enmity, though I would prefer to discuss this with Helen a little later. Alright, I'll speak with Helen. The time has come. The New World is wild and beautiful. I think it skips a step here. I'll speak with Helen. The time has come. New World is wild and beautiful, full of towns that seem like paradise. But our story begins in the Bay of Sabu Attila on Islets of Sorrow. The fate of this island has shaped our destinies, and we'll do so again. We'll take a couple of bottles of good wine, stroll along the shore, admire the scenery, and I'll ask Helen to become Madame de Montpur. Now and forever, but first I must visit abbots at the Church of St. Pierre. Let's do Hero of a Nation first, and then have the wedding as like the more towards the end. I just think it's funny that like the choice there gave you both like I'll speak with Helen about it, and then it's like I must remember to speak with Helen about which of our friends we should invite to the celebration, as if she'd already said yes. I haven't spoken to her yet. Alright. One moment. I'm gonna have to take my regular scheduled bathroom break. I will be back in just a couple minutes. All right. I am back. This was after I read this stuff. And that was before the dialogue of thinking about the wedding. You're saying don't do that. Just start Hero of the Nation. What starts Hero of a Nation? Do I talk to, what's his name back on St. Christopher? The pump, or whatever the guy's name is. I don't want to try to pronounce it. I'll butcher it. I gotta pick up some food somewhere.
All right, let's haggle a little bit.
Complete the quest on the Flying Heart, or even Man of War, up to you. Does it involve like a siege then? Alright, I could also do the... You can capture Man of War and upgrade it. I already have a Man of War. I've got this one sitting here. Along with the Flying Heart. There are multiple Man of Wars. English ones are the best. Vanisher next. Yeah, I've already got the fully up, like the upgraded Flying Heart.
Aye, aye, my captain. Who are we saving today?
No. Needs to go onto the ship for a minute. Or go to the tavern. Compare Man of War against Flying Heart and decide for yourself. Wait, what level are you? I am level 28. Over halfway to 29. Okay. What's up,
Aye,
Helen?
aye, my captain.
Oh no! At least after level 30 or 31, you can beat man of wars and nation war fleets. Now I don't know. Wait, I don't want to dock. Darn it. Need to grab Pearl before I dock because Helen's gonna auto do that. Entering. Okay. Forgot to get back pearls for the guy.
Aye, aye, my captain.
When you sail on man of wars, they belong to one of the nations. That nation will be hostile to you no matter what you do. Interesting. Unless you have Admiral Hat. Do I not have that hat? You don't get it in open world.
You promised to.
Okay. We're finally done? Thank you, dear Uncle Charles. Now Ollie has all the beads. Yes, every single one. Now Ollie can bring them to Mom, and she won't send Ollie away. Listen, who is that mom you are always talking about? And finally explain to me why you need those pearls, white beads. And what does it mean you have them all? Good Uncle Charles has helped Ollie to collect beads for his mama. Ollie was small when he tore his mama's necklace of white beads. They all fell into the water. Mama was so angry at Ollie. He cannot return home until he collects all of the lost beads. I remember how many there were, 5 times 10 beads. Now Ollie has them all. Uncle Charles, please take me home. I want to make my mama happy to return the beads. Take me home. Jesus, what an incredible story. You made it to the island as a child. You were driven away from your home because you broke your mom's pearl necklace. Creepy. Take me to my mother, good Uncle Charles. I want to see her. She will be pleased to see the beads. I'd like to, but do you know where your home is? Where does your mother live? She lives on the island, in the house with the red roof. Really? Do you even know how many islands there are here and how many houses have red roofs? What's the name of the island? Give me details. I don't know its name. I know it was an island. Mama was telling Father that we were on the island, and we were living in a house with a red roof. Pretty house, a big one. Take me to Mom, Uncle Charles, please. Oh, fine. We'll search for a house on every island, and we will ask for your mother. What is her name? Her name? You're so strange. Uncle Charles, mother's name is Mother. Is your mother's name different? Oh God, please. Grant me some patience. Fine, Ollie. We will try and find your home. Now go to the ship. Alright, Mangy. Next time I trigger you, remember, say, oh God, please, grant me some patience. I mean, you do, but only from Golden Fleet. Okay. I'd have to find and take on Golden Fleet and capture ships to get an Admiral's hat. Otherwise, Man of Wars will make the nations that the ship belongs to angry at me while I'm sailing it. Thank you, Uncle Charles. You are very, very kind and good. Soon, Ollie will see Mama. Oh. Oh, a drunk effect again. Okay. So I'm not 30, so I wouldn't find Man of Wars outside of the story, pretty much. You can get the hat from the Golden Fleet. Another one is from one more place, but I won't tell you which one. That's fine. Don't have access to it since you did. Since the way I did the Dutch Gambit. Okay. It's one of the other routes that gives me access to it. That's fine. Alright. This drunk effect's messing with me.
I'm
Me a
all
little
ears.
dizzy. If you did the other way, ultimately you'd have access to it. Okay. Which other way, though? There's multiple other ways. I don't know, I've enjoyed having Long Way. But yeah, we'll definitely do a different way next time. The third way is at the end of Hero of the Nation. Okay. Well, I'm pre-level 30.
I'm all ears.
Let's look at the ships and compare them. Cannon-wise, they're going to be the same unless I upgrade them. Holds a lot more crew. Oof. The maneuverability difference is huge. I don't know, I think I'd be fine with the Flying Heart. Doesn't matter which other way, English or Secret Org, because you would have a normal quest after Saga, Turtle Soup. With Long Way, Extinguished Star replace that quest and you don't get that. Okay. Oh, my mouse just died. 1 second. Cat, you're also falling off my lap. Sorry, I gotta reach on my desk. I don't want to squish you. Plug in my mouse. There we go. I mean, big differences in hull and crew, but cannons are quite a few more cannons, but if we're gonna stick to one side anyways, which is why we gave it this, then we're not, the other cannons on the other side aren't gonna be that many more. There we go. Need the drunk effect to go again. Once got a man of war with 2100 crew, 12 speed, and 108 guns in my 1.5 playthrough. Damn. Yeah, so that's a big difference. Like, that'd be pretty comparable then.
I'm pleased with your service. You're in my good grace.
Good to see you, Charles. First of all, allow me to congratulate you on successfully completing the complex task of protecting the colony of St. Pierre from the Spanish invaders. Brilliant work, my friend. Thank you. And this is only the beginning. I am sure that you will go far with such military talents, and I already have another errand for an excellent naval officer, which I am sure you will handle just as well. Moreover, it is directly related to your previous mission. I'm all ears. But let me first introduce you to the person who entered my office. Meet Baron Noel Forget. Could have gone to the tavern to sleep it off. I'll do it after this, if I need to. Honorary member of the French West Indies Trade Company. Now that I got text to read, it's not bothering me. He has arrived in the archipelago to inspect our colonies, to expand the organization of sugarcane plantations and other crops, as well as to explore the possibility of developing trade ties in our region. From Paris, it has been prescribed to give him all possible support and assistance in these matters, which we undoubtedly shall do. Baron, I present to you Charles, one of the most talented captains in the service of France.
I
Hello, Baron.
represent interest of the King and Minister of Finance.
Not the nicest looking guy. I'm glad to meet you too. It's a rare occasion to meet a guest from the metropolis here in the wilderness.
I'm pleased with your service. You're
So
in
Charles,
my good grace.
while the Baron and I are inspecting St. Christopher, I assign you the following task. No one can attack French settlements and expect to get away with it. And the Spaniards, although they have already been taught a lesson for the aggression on Martinique, must answer for their crimes with their purses and compensate for the damage done to the colony. Together with the French Baron, a powerful squadron has arrived, consisting of the formidable 66-gun ship, the Atlantant, The captain of the ship is an experienced sailor, but he is in the Caribbean for the first time, so he comes under your command. Together with the ship, you will sail to the shores of the Spanish island of Trinidad and demand the Spaniards' monetary compensation in the amount of 300,000 pesos for the attack on St. Pierre. That doesn't seem like much, considering. Do you honestly believe that the Spaniards will agree? I am sure of it. After that ship and your squadron have blasted Fort San Jose to pieces, landing troops and seizing the city, losing soldiers, I think won't be necessary. Attack without warning, destroy the fort, and then signal to the commandant that you wish to set terms. In this situation, the Spaniards will have nowhere to turn, and they will prefer to pay. What would you do if you were in place of the governor of a city left without protection? Seems reasonable. Is it clever, what you have to do? Is it clear? Jeez, where did I get clever? Yes, Your Grace. Then get to it. Here's a letter for the captain confirming your authority. This excellent ship with her well-trained crew is now at your disposal. Oh, and Charles, put on a captain's uniform, I order you. Firstly, it is unworthy for an officer of the French Royal Navy to look like a traitor or some privateer, and secondly, your uniform suits you perfectly. Carry out my orders at once. Alright, so I gotta go put on that uniform. Fear of the nation. Teach the Spaniards a lesson for their attack on St. Pierre. Bombard the fort. I can find her anchored at Capstraville. Alright, let's go to the tavern. Nope.
We're always happy to serve our customers here, especially the ones who aren't stingy with the tips.
All right. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Let me go check what I've got in the storehouse. Then we need crew.
Welcome, by the way, you were going. Quit distracting me from my work.
Got nothing there. If we're gonna be bombing, let's pick up some bombs. Some planks, since I'm expecting some damage. Don't know why I have clothes on me. Up off the ropes. Since I have more crew on this ship, I'm gonna want more meds and weapons. Some gunpowder and there we go. Prep food.
My store is at your service.
As well, that I don't have to worry about for a while. All right.
We're always happy to serve our customers here, especially the ones who aren't stingy.
Yeah, it's fine. I can train up from there. And take them though. All right. Let's go talk to the other ship's captain. Then go bomb us a fort.
Lower away!
Oh yeah, I gotta put on my armor, my uniform. Let me do that before I talk to the captain. Otherwise he might not respect me. we go. Why is my hat not showing? I lose my hat when I put on the French officer outfit? That's annoying. Only when you talk to De Poincy? Okay. Still, I want to have it on me so that next time I go to talk to him, I know to switch out to it then. That's weird that your hat disappears with that uniform on.
Lower away!
Good morning, Monsieur. What brings you to the deck of the Heclatic Lieutenant? That armor model is extremely old. Ah, okay. Good morning, Monsieur. Allow me to introduce myself. I come from the Governor General of the French colonies in the archipelago. I have been ordered to take your ship into my squadron and under my command. Here is the letter. It's some sort of mistake. You are standing on a ship of the line of the French Navy, and I only take orders from those who serve in the Royal Navy. You do not appear to have any insignia or belong to that fleet. Perhaps you have mistaken our ship for another, but... I think I do need to have that armor on. I didn't even recognize you in this uniform, Captain. Well then, let me see your letter. I wish to look through the contents here. It looks like I did need to have that armor on. Well, let's see. Reading interesting. So my ship and I are to be under your commands, Captain. That is the order of the Governor General. Yes, orders are not to be questioned. Very well. Let me introduce myself. I am Marquis Hubert Dacier, Captain of the 66-gun ship of the line of the French Navy. Along with this well-trained crew, and I swear on my honor, it is one of the finest ships in France has ever had. Oh, me a what? Yeah, it did let me, He didn't accept me until I put the armor on. Glad to hear it. As the task we have been assigned by the Governor General will require a good knowledge of navigation and artillery. Will you tell me the details of this upcoming operation? Of course. We will be moving to the Spanish island of Trinidad, located about a week's travel southeast of here. We will launch a sudden attack on the fort guarding the San Jose colony and raze it to the ground. Then we will negotiate with the Spanish regarding our compensation for the recent attack on the French settlement of Saint Pierre. I see. When will we depart? As soon as possible. I have to complete this task within a month, so we have more than enough time. Alright, Captain. We will depart on your command. Now part of my squadron, I must reach Trinidad within the month. Alright. Now I can switch the armor back. Alright. Save here and then go have some fun. Alright. We're just gonna go in, attack the fort. Guessing it is towards this way. I should have preloaded my bombs. Oh well. Alright, so is there anything in particular I should be aiming at on the fort? Aim for where the cannons are housed? Okay. So we got aim for like up here. Dude. Freaking idiot. Alright, I guess I'll aim this way since he turned me around by ramming me. Force cannon destroyed. Aim higher? Okay. The cannons are actually located at the top. Top but not over. So like here. So this one's still shooting west. Destroyed. This tower next. He's gonna bomb this tower. Shoot over here then. Shoot me, you're gonna get shot back. Cannon over here. One down here. Take out this lower walls. Two. So you just go until like the fort, till the game tells you you've beat the fort, or until all the cannons are gone, or how does it work? So there's definitely a cannon still up here. Still one down below, huh? That one's gone. And try not aiming manually. Okay. It might allow my crew to kind of free aim at them. Still destroyed one cannon. Don't sail in front of me. This is so annoying. Need like 5,000 or 6,000 cannonballs and 2,000 bombs? Really? Damn. Didn't know it would be that many. I'm gonna use B button, prepared shot, I mean, again. You're right. Didn't think of it. Okay. San Jose Fort has been destroyed. I'm heading to the lighthouse on Trinidad. Spaniards must have sent parliamentarians there. Won't speed up, already started reload. Okay. I say, where's the actual negotiators? So, Captain, you've summoned the truce envoys because you wanted to dictate your demands. You're absolutely correct, Senor. Let me briefly explain my reason for arriving in Trinidad. This is our response to your recent attack on St. Pierre. You have damaged the city considerably, and now you'll be forced to compensate for it. The price of compensation is 300,000 pesos, and that is not so much, considering the vile acts your soldiers have committed. Excuse me, Senor, but what does San Jose have to do with St. Pierre? Why does our colony have to pay? Because the attackers were Spanish, not Dutch or English. Then you will send the bill to Providence for Don de Mendoza, along with my sincerest greetings. As you understand, should you refuse to pay the compensation, I will order my men to disembark, and then San Jose will lose much more. I'm sure your colony's governor will make the right decision. You have 1 day to respond. I wish you all the best. No, my Mangarosa potion's worn off. No. So as I understand it, the governor has made the right decision. Take your 300,000 and get out of our colony. Excellent. I assure you this was the best way. I hope this will discourage Don de Mendoza and others from attacking our colonies. Don't forget to send the message to Providence and to him personally. I wish you well, gentlemen. I received the ransom from the governor. It's time to head back, but I should avoid getting involved in any other matters along the way. If I stay on course, I should reach St. Christopher in about 12 days. Nope. Can't get on the ship yet. There we go. Alright. So I can't forget before I talk to him. I'll just go ahead and equip it now. And let me get turned around so we don't sail into the cliff. Like I feel our friend is about to do. Alright. So as far as I understand it, this Hero of the Nation is 12 quests, so that was just one of 12, was to go do this mission. Am I understanding that correctly? It's a 12-step quest line.
After a dangerous voyage, there's nothing better than a good old welcoming
Hold
shore.
up, Captain. What are you rushing off to?
I'm pleased with your service. You're in my good grace.
Glad to see you, Charles. Report. The job is done. The ransom from the colony has been received. Perfect. Here, please take these 300,000 pesos. I am pleased with you, Charles. You never disappoint. The task was not easy, and you are granted a sum of 50,000 pesos for the redemption amount. As a reward, take it. It's all yours. My thanks. There is already a new task for you. Monsieur Forget has completed the inspection of St. Christopher and now wishes to visit our northern colonies. I ask you to take the Baron to Tortuga and Hispaniola, to assist him in every way with his affairs and to fulfill his requests. Is that clear? Of course. The Baron is short on time, so I ask you not to be distracted by other matters, and not to delay the journey for more than 2 months. Of course, the voyage between the islands does not take much time, unless Monsieur forgets. Affairs in the colonies are time-consuming. Perfect. Then the Baron will travel on your ship, give him the best cabin available. Of course.
I represent interest of the King and Minister of Finance.
I'm pleased that during this journey I will be on your ship, Captain. The Pointy told me a lot of interesting stories about you. I'm sure that after dinner, in the mess room, we will have plenty of topics to discuss. A glass of wine could come in handy. I'm always up for a cozy chat, especially when I'm well fed. I'd be glad to be your companion, Baron. Perfect. When we go to the colony, I'd ask you to guide me to the governor, and I'll personally explain to him what needs to be done. You'll just wait until I finish my affairs. Deal? Aye. Welcome aboard. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is wrap up here for today. It's a little bit earlier than usual, but what I'm going to do also is do another stream tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good about it. It'll probably be like more of a 3 to 4 hour one, like this one has been. But that way we can get in a couple extra hours this week of playtime with doing the Hero of the Nation. Hopefully I can do a nice chunk of it tomorrow. Go to the shipyard real quick though and restock
Welcome,
on ammo after that siege.
Quit distracting me from my work.
There we go. A lot of bombs. Not sure I'll be able to attend tomorrow. That's okay. Maybe towards the end of the stream. Alrighty, I understand. It's all good if you can't. I didn't plan this out or anything. I just decided it just now. That, I don't think I don't have any plans right now for tomorrow. So I have the time. So I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. So we'll call it here for today. We're gonna go get some rest and relaxation, but I hope you have enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one. Yeah, no problem, Mangy. I love playing this game. Alright. I did save already.